Hi viewers, most welcome to our video lecture on ASP.NET. We are going for this CRUD operations. This is Dr. Jana and you are most welcome. In this video lecture today, we will be covering the second part of this video, that is the CRUD operations, how to using the SQL Server. So for this what we do, let us start our Visual Studio, Microsoft Visual Studio 2022. So once you start it here, for the first time you can start the create a new project. You can click the create new project. Just I am clicking it here, create the new project, and here you need to check that ASP.NET Core Web App is there. If it is not there, just go below this and you see it here, install more tools and features. So select it and whatever things you want to install, you can install there. Because I have already installed, it is already available here. And in the filter process, you see that you are using the, because you can see you are having all language like that, but you go for the C#. Then second one, the all platform, it will work in all platform and is a web application. Just you click next. So once you click next, it will ask you what is the name of the project. You can give any name. In the previous project we have given that is a conference registrations. We are starting with another one, that is my store. Okay, so clicking this my store, next, and I give all the things, so it will show you the my store. Okay, so now I click this my store, which is already created. Now you can see it will created the my store. Now in this my store, what you have to do, first of all you have to go to the Server Explorer. Okay, it is opening still, don't worry for these things. It is go to the Server Explorer. In the Server Explorer, go to the data connection. In the data connection, just you right click. Okay, then you go for the add connections. After going for this add connection, suppose I go for this add connection here, yeah, you will have data source. By default data source name will be not there. You go for make it change and select Microsoft SQL Server, select OK. Okay, because it is already I have done, I am not changing that one. And then the server name, .SQL Express. Okay, you can put it the server name, that is the SQL Express. You can put it for pressing that one, /SQL Express. You can write it, right? SQL Express. Okay, so this is the thing, because by default it will be in the local folder. So localhost /SQL Express, or you can type it /SQL Expresses, and I have done right, I can do it here. So authentication, leave it as it is. Now you have to select or enter a database name. In the select and database name, I am writing the same thing like my store. I am writing my store, also is the name of my database. Fine. So the name of the project I have given capital my store, capital M, capital S. Here the name of the database also I am putting. Then what you have to do, you have to press OK. You have to press OK. Once you press OK, it will ask you this folder or this database name does not exist. You want to create a new one? Yes, you type yes. Okay, then with this everything is done. So as I have already done it, I am not going to do this one again. Now I have to go to the database. It will show that is the my store, what is already created here. Okay, now you just right click it here. Okay, and before going for this connection, just refresh that one, Okay, so here what we need to do, you just right click it here, and you go for starting a new query. You are writing a new query. In this new query, what are the things you have to write, because you are going to create a table. For creating a table, already we have done something. I will show you the things what is there already regarding the database. So already it is here. You can create table clients. So I am going to create a table name clients. ID integer not null, primary key identity, because the ID number it will be automatically increment. So that's why I am going. It is the primary key I have defined. Name varchar 100, size not null, email, phone, address, registered date, and you see. Phone number, it may be null. You may provide a phone number, you may not provide. Similarly, address, there may be address, may not have address, but anyway, you put it only email and phone number null. Email only I am putting it. Email is not null, email is necessary. So only phone number, you may provide a phone number, you may not provide, that is the thing. So ID by default it will be incremented, automatically created. Reg date which date you are registering this time also, because I am typing not null and default current timestamp. Fine. Up to this it is fine. Then insert into clients, that I am inserting some value, the client's name, email, phone and address, values. All these values you put it there, all are separated by these things. Okay. So once it is done, copy the entire thing and paste it in our thing. What you are writing is writing the new query. If you are writing a new query, so you write it here, the new query. Okay, the entire thing you can type it here. Just to press it here. Yeah, I copy it and paste it here. I copy, Control A and Control C, and I paste it here. Yeah, Control V. So can you see here? The entire thing is here. Now what you need to do? You need to run here. Can you see it here? Execute. The button is there, execute. Okay, so you click this one, execute. So it will be showing that how many rows are there. 1 2 3 3 rows are affected. It will show the output. What is the output will come? Because already I created, I am not going to show that one. So 3 rows are affected. So this is the database you created, the table you created, and inserted value. You can insert how many rows you want. So this is the syntax: create table clients. Clients is the table name. So C is the lowercase I have given it here, and insert into clients. What are the attributes? Name, email, phone and address. I told you that ID it is not necessary, automatically it will take, and registered date it also automatically the current timestamp it will take. Fine. So with these things it is fine. So this is also created for you. Yeah, it is saying save, don't save. So it is gone. Now what I need to do, go to the select explorer and you go to the my store, and here and you can see table. You click the table, you right click here and you go for show the table data. So what is the data? 3 rows of data inserted, if you remember. So one is the Gzena, email gzena@gmail.com, phone number I have given, address given, registered data also it is given. Similarly SJena, SRJena. So this is the sample things. There is no accuracy of this data what I provided. It is just a sample data I provided. So with these things you have successfully created all things. Fine. Then when you have created successfully all things, just close it here. Fine. Then next what we are going to do, we are going for this my store here. In this my store I want to create one folder. I want to create a folder here. So just you for this what you need to do, we have to go to this folder. You have to go to the project my store and you right click here. After right clicking you can say here we can find something like that, manage NuGet package. You have to click this manage NuGet package. Once you click this manage NuGet package, so it will ask you, you go to the browse. In the browse so many things will be there. Just to type it here, you have to type whether it is there or not, that is you have to put SQL data.sql client. Okay, you write it here SQL dot data. Okay, you put it SQL, sorry, system dot data. I am not SQL, I am writing down system dot data SQL client. Okay, so in the browser you search all the things, it is there or not. Yes, system data it is already there. Then what you need to do, then you have to select this one, and here in the right hand side you go for the install. It will ask you, do you want to install? Yes, you say yes. Okay, and then I go for the accept and automatically install, because it is already installed. It is showing system dot data dot SQL client. So all the things it is showing, it is already installed. You can see it is already installed. So if you see the install file, in the install file system dot data SQL client is already installed. Fine. So up to this we have completed everything. Now the next thing what we are going to do, are you getting with that one? Then I go to the pages here. Where is the pages? You can find the pages here. Then we go for the right clicking the pages and you add, and after that adding you go for creating a new folder. Okay, in this new folder name you provided the clients. Okay, that also already I done for you. So the pages I already created the clients, the folder I created. I already created the folder clients. Okay, so just right click this clients, then add, then you go for add a razor page, add a razor page. So if you see here, add a razor page here, just I am adding it here, razor page, you see. So it will ask you razor page empty, then you go for add, then it will ask you the razor page, and then you provide a name to that one. So it will be index index.chtml. Okay, index.chtml. Two things are created here because already done. I am skipping all this part. So two things should be created once you click and just click SSS and created. So it will show index.html, it is the view, and index.chtml.c is the model. Okay, so this is the view and this is the model. If you see the view here, by default it will not be there, only it will there @page. So it doesn't take any control, and then here @model, the model name it is showing. Then here up to this it will be there, and below that you can write all these your HTML tags and everything, you write it here, right? So and all the C# languages you can write @. So in this curly braces are there, you can write it there. Okay, are you following me? So there is no control, that's why it is starting with the @page, and here the model, it is the name, everything is given it here, the client is the thing. Then this @ between the curly braces you have to write all the C# languages, code band languages, and here all the HTML you can write it here. Initially what I write, I create a one line break, and then I go for the list of clients. I want to create the list of clients, and here below that I am creating a button. Name of the button is new client, and I am creating a table. Class is equal to table, and T head, in the table head ID, name, email, phone, address, register date and action should come. So this T head, below that I created table row. So you know all the things how to create in HTML. So it is easy, and even if you do not know also, whenever you can go through any standard things, or my videos are there also, you can just go through that one, you can understand how to create the table head, table body, all things you can understand. Fine. So I hope all things you know. So in the table head I created a row, and the table head values I put it ID, name, email, phone, address, register date and action. Fine. Then T head is completed here under this table. Then I created the T body. In the T body, initially it is not there. Up to this you finish and run. So it will show you. It is still now it is not there. It will not show you all the things it is there. Then what you need to do? So you need to go for this the shade. You have to go for this shade, and you have to go for the layout. Okay. So in this layout, previously we are having this up to index and privacy is there. So from this point to this point, what is the list item? So copy it here and paste it here. This is you just copied and pasted here. Here what you have done? So only instead of privacy you are writing clients, and because in the clients index page there, so I am writing client/index. Okay. So once you have done all the things, so the layout.chtml that you already added all the things, then immediately go to the index.chtml, all the things. Fine. So in the index, so this is the you can understand model. Okay, in this model, so we can go for all the database and everything, you can go for that one. So especially we have the method onGet method. Here all the database connectivity and everything we put it under this. So after that what we do, we create the try and catch block here. Just after this you create try and catch here. The try block where we are writing it here, string, connection string, then under double score data source. Then for this data source what we do, just you go to the server explorer, then you go for this one, then while it is here you can go to the connection string, and the data source you can find it here. Okay, copy the same thing, and under this double quotation put the data source. Only thing is that dot single slash will be there, it will be showing some error, so go for this double slash SQL, up to this is there. Okay, then for this connection you are using SQL connection, space connection, new SQL connection string, and here we are using connection dot open and string SQL, select all from these clients, and using SQL command. So in new command I am putting here, and also for reading this data I am using SQL data reader command dot execute reader. Okay, then while reader dot read, then what you need to do here, these things I am telling. Before that what you have to do, you have to create another class. Where do you create this class? You see, initially we have only one class, public class index dot these things. Initially all the things are not there. This line is also initially not there. So it was there up to this because try catch we created, so up to this it was there. Then just after this we created another class, public class client info. So client information I created the class. Here I am putting the values public string, of course it is string, public string ID, name, email, phone, address and raise date. So these are the things you created, and after that in the try block you have written and file reader, and one more thing, it will show some error. So for that you have to add this using system.data.sql client. What already you selected from the NuGet you installed, the same thing you have to show the thing here. Then another thing, when you go for this client information, so you add another thing here below this public class index model. So public list client info, list clients, which is getting new list client info. Okay, so this is the method we are adding it here, and then immediately we are coming for this while reader.read, then clients inform client info, that is the client info, new client info I created here. Then client info.id, initially it is blank here, and automatically it will get into integer 32, passing it here. Then client name get string, email get string, so it is starting 0 1 2. Then why okay, it is because id is starting 0. Then phone get string, address get string, it is 0 1 2 3 4. And while we are coming for this registered date, you see here by default it has to accept the system date. So reader.get date time, this thing on toString, that convert into toString. Then list client add client information here. Okay, up to this it is done. Then you go for the right click here and go to pages. Once you go to the pages, it will open you index.cshtml. In this CSHTML, what you need to do, first of all, this at the rate up to this point it will be there. Then we already added this thing, and the table head and all things we created. To display those items in our page, what we need to insert the t body at the rate for each var item in model.list clients here. Then I create a row td. So for this accessing this item id, you use this at the rate. So td at the rate item.id, at the rate item.name, item.email, item.phone, item.address, item.raisDate. Okay, and we create two buttons, a class button, primary button sm. As reference clients edit item.id, here the name is edit. So button is created edit, another button is created also delete. So this td you closed here, the tr what you started you close it here, the t body what you started you close the t body, and table you started all the things. Okay, up to this everything is fine. You save all the things, you can save this file index.data. If you want to save all these files, you can see here, you can save all file, you can click it here, or save this particular file, you can save it here. Now everything is fine up to this. Then what you need to run this program. So I run this program, you can clearly see it is taking some time. I think yeah, it takes just first time just running, it takes some okay, less than a minute it will take. Okay, 5 4 3 2 1 and 0. Wow, you can see the output now, the output it is coming. Yeah, so still I think I can see there is 0 error, some warnings are there, don't worry for this one, you can skip this warning. So the clients is created. If you click this clients here, can you see the list of clients, the new client is created. Then here id, name, email id, phone number, address, and you can have the edit, delete and creating a new client, all the things you can do. So all this functionality will add there in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. If you really like this video, please do share with your friends, and you can give your comments or any queries to me. Please take care of health. Have a good day. Thank you. Give me time.